Check, check, check. Begin. What up? What up? Check 1 2 1 2. Who is this? Whoop whoop. How's everybody doing? Let a few people get in here. We got some things to talk about, I guess. How's everybody doing though? Let me know. I'm gonna quickly roll something before we get started. If you would like to smoke and roll something, do the same. We'll let some people get in here. Let some people filter on here. If you would like to share the link, please share the link. It helps me out tremendously. I might share the link out. Hey, Strange Suspicion. Shouts out to Strange Suspicion. They have an important video that they've been working on for quite some time, from what I understand, premiering tonight at 8 p.m. over on their channel. We're going to try to wrap up right before they premiere that video. So, excuse me, after we're done with that, go over to Strange Suspicion. Tell them Humble Among sent you. Show some love. JCW content type beat, you know. I'm gonna roll something. Oh my God, I almost stabbed myself in the face. How's everybody doing though? You doing all right? Did you guys miss the old Humble Among? We're going to try to bring him back from the dead tonight. We're going to try to resurrect the old Humble Among. I thought I already was old, but I guess you guys want an older version of me or something. Oh my God, no. By the way, if you've seen the new videos that I've done, I've not been on camera recently. We're going to continue that. I'm not getting on camera tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm going to turn the camera on in a second. My co-host Steven's with me. Oh my God, come on. Here, we'll try this. If the mic's like in my lap, can you guys kind of hear me? I need to get a mic stand for situations like this. I'll just speak into my penis for a while. So, yeah. Things and stuff and things. Alright, this is a little ridiculous. Alright, let me crumble this up real quick. I'm smoking some, is this the grapefruit magoo again? I'm on that grapefruit magoo again. I'm on a grapefruit magoo and a grape Celsius, so grape googly moogly. Alright, enough of this nonsense. Let's get this fucking blunt rolled. Oh, it's going to be a really shitty blunt, it looks like, too, folks. You're in for a treat. I'm going to roll it really fast and shitty. This isn't even fast. This is fucking taking forever, it feels like. Alright, god damn it. Oh my God, did I fuck it up? Nope. I did it. I did it. Success. It's been a successful endeavor. Oh, I forgot to get something. Oh my God, I almost fucked up the blunt with the mic. All right. I forgot to get something. Give me 1 second. I have to go get a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, and we'll get the show started proper. Whoop, whoop. It won't let him chat for some reason. I don't know why that would be. He should be good. Okay, I got the things I was going to talk about. I'll put those there. All right. Let's turn on the camera, I guess. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? Steven ran away as soon as I turned on the camera. He got camera shy. She got camera shy. Whatever. Gender fluid Steven. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me get the notes up. Yeah. I think the first thing I got to talk about is acetone is free. Yeah, there's Weird Bob. Acetone is free. Acetone is home now, apparently. Shouts out to Acetone. The ordeal is not over yet. I got to get a lighter. The ordeal is not over yet, but he's free. That's the most important thing. Back with his family, I believe, now. Shouts out to Acetone. Once again, fuck any Juggalo out there who was wanting another Juggalo to be locked up for simply allegedly putting art on a wall. Fuck that shit. That's just whack. That any Juggalo out there would want another Juggalo locked up for some shit that may have allegedly gone down like that. Fuck that shit. But he's free with his fam. Shouts out to Acetone. I need to also... promote my homie, PT Greek. PT Greek has a GoFundMe up that I'm going to put in the chat here. Some of you might know PT. PT was actually the winner of the Ring Girl contest at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Let me pull this up. PT, hold on. Oh my God, I still have that shit on. Close that, all that down. Close all that down. Okay, I gotta go there. Oh, hey, what's up? I did that thing again. All right, there we go. There's PT's GoFundMe. So PT is looking to get a new wheelchair for Christmas. I guess her wheelchair was sort of beaten up rather bad at the gathering this year. So she's trying to get a new wheelchair for Christmas. She was the winner of the Ring Girl contest. She's a beautiful person. Oh, look at Kevin Buck donating $1,437. Shouts out to Kev Buck, man. That's dope. Kev Buck putting in a big chunk of what's been raised so far. Big shouts out to Kev Buck for that. That's fucking dope. But yeah, if you have anything to spare, if you're feeling generous for the holidays, help the homie PT Greek reach her goal. It looks like she's, a little more than halfway there at this point, right? Yeah, a little bit more than halfway there. So hopefully we can get her to that goal, get her a new wheelchair for Christmas. She's a really nice person, really beautiful person. If you've ever met her or spoken to her at the gathering, you already know. She's great. Shouts out to PT. Hopefully that helps out. Oh, let me put the link in the chat. I will try to put it in the description of this video if you were watching after the fact. There's the GoFundMe link in the chat. Now we got to talk about, I guess let me do some RIPs real quick because there's some weird RIP stuff, and then I'll do promo stuff after that, I guess. I'm kind of breaking up some promo stuff, but I wanted to get those two things right off the top. By the way, I see a little bit of green in the chat. Shouts out to Tommy Rott Godspeed. Shouts out to Ryan Lovejoy. Shouts out to Waifu Wicked. I don't see enough green in the chat, y'all. Shouts out to Akira Jam. Yeah, not enough alienated in the chat. You know, there are secret videos on the alienated tier, and probably the best way to support this channel is to join the alienated. So if you would like to see secret documentaries, secret videos, go ahead and join the alienated. Still only $2.99. Pretty reasonable little membership tier is all I'm saying. And it helps me out tremendously. If you guys could join, that would help me out. But yeah, thank you to all the alienated in the chat, all 3 or 4 of you. I really appreciate y'all's support. Let's talk about these weird RIPs. It's been almost 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks since the last time. Yeah, I did Whack Friday last time. So it's been like 3 weeks since the last one. And we've had some weird deaths. First of all, let's go into rest in peace to Poor Stacy. A rap artist. Would you call him a trap metal artist or an emo rap artist? Both of those lanes? Would he be in both of those lanes? This story's fucking weird. Dude's only 25 years old, right? He passed away in Florida in a hotel room. His girlfriend was arrested. Girlfriend/baby mama was arrested. Her name is Nicole Grick-Testicles. Nicole Grick-Testicles was arrested. TMZ, of course, released fucking pictures of the scene, if you will. TMZ also reported that it was an unalive by gun, but the family suspects foul play. But it seems like there was some sort of domestic situation. And yeah, the family, I think, thinks that this Nicole, the baby mama girlfriend, maybe did it. Still a developing story. I haven't seen any updates about it since she got arrested. Weird fucking story, though. Really interesting story, really weird story. I don't really know what to think of it. Used to bag the work up on the couch with Frankie. Hey, yo, that's right. Frankie's shout out on the new Ouija. Now Frankie got shouts outs on the new Ouija and one of the Darby records. He's never gonna let us live that down. I tell you guys. Shouts out to Frankie Goldie. I had a really good conversation with him yesterday. Frankie Goldie might seem like a real stinker sometimes, but I think he does care. I think. I think he does care. Love you, Frankie. You're a somewhat decent guy. Someone clip that. Frankie Goldie, he's a somewhat decent guy. I'm going to clip it and make it a fucking reel, motherfucker. Frankie Goldie, he's a somewhat decent guy. There you go. There's a reel that'll get me get me like 1,000 fucking views or something. Boy, I didn't realize how mindless you all were. I've been uploading a couple of reels, and yeah, that shit's easy work for a lot of views. A lot of you mindlessly watch reels. I'm pretty shocked. So I'm going to upload some more reels, I guess. I guess that's a thing. I guess you guys have such low attention spans. That's a thing now. Anyway, more rest in pieces. Rest in peace to Grace Smith, the mother of Kevin Smith, podcast OG Kevin Smith. If you've listened to anything of Kevin's, you probably know how much he loves his mother, how much his mother means to him. Rest in peace to Grace Smith. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. He's a big inspiration on what I do on the show here, the podcast stuff, the talking stuff. Kevin Smith, I would be fucking straight up lying if I said he wasn't a huge inspiration on me. In even more ways than just the podcast stuff. He's been a huge inspiration on my life. So rest in peace to the great Grace Smith, who birthed Kevin Smith out of her vagina. Rest in peace. Misty, member for 11 months of the Alienated. Thank you, Misty. I really appreciate the support. I don't care what Acetone says about you, Frankie. You're a solid guy. Chapo Loco says. Chapo Loco. All right, let me continue with the RIPs here. Rest in peace to Peter Green. Probably, I mean, some of you might know him from Usual Suspects, I guess. I guess he's, kind of a big deal in Usual Suspects. But I know him as the heel from The Mask. And if you guys watch the show, I just rewatched The Mask rather recently. So, and you know what? He stuck out as being one of the highlights of the movie acting-wise. He's so fucking good. He's so fucking good in that movie. Tremendous loss, I feel like. I didn't see how he passed. I think it was cancer. I don't really know for sure. I'm speculating wildly, but I think it was cancer. Let's talk about probably the weirdest, even weirder than the poor Stacy unaliving. Rest in peace to Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, found dead in their home with knife wounds. This story unfolded strangely over Sunday. This was a weird story. So I saw that Rob had died. Rob Reiner, if you don't know, he's Meathead in All in the Family. Most people know him as. You kids don't know All in the Family or Meathead. What the fuck? None of you kids know who Rob Reiner is. Us old motherfuckers. Old humble among here knows who fucking Rob Reiner is. Rob Reiner directed probably some of my favorite movies of all time, though. Specifically, This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me. What's the third one? God damn it. Misery's great too. Hold on, I gotta look up his fucking filmography. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't think of what the third one is off the top. My apologies. What's the other one? It's one of his first ones. Princess Bride, for fuck's sakes. Princess Bride, Stand By Me, and This Is Spinal Tap is straight up one of my favorite movies of all time. The sequel I just watched recently is okay, but I just watched This Is Spinal Tap last night. I'll be straight up. I've seen that movie 20, 30 times. This Is Spinal Tap. There was a summer I watched This Is Spinal Tap like over and over. Every time I would go to record, I would just put This Is Spinal Tap on mute and then just turn it off mute when I was not recording, when I was smoking. And I would just run that movie over and over and over again. Princess Bride is a fucking amazing story. Is there another movie that feels more like a fucking fairy tale like Princess Bride feels? What an amazing accomplishment. And Stand By Me. Stand By Me is one of the best Stephen King adaptations, straight up. And it's not even horror, really. I guess maybe there's some light tinges of horror in so much of confronting a dead body is horrifying. But really, it's one of the best Stephen King adaptations, and it's not really about horror at all. If you've never seen any of these movies that I'm talking about, Misery's great too. But, Stand By Me is just fucking fantastic. What a great movie that is. Love that movie ever since I was a very, very young child. I've probably seen Stand By Me like 50, 60 times in my life, maybe more. Like a ridiculous amount of times I've seen Stand By Me. But yeah, this story unfolded strangely. Sunday it came out that he had been found in his house. Knife wounds were starting to be talked about. Slit throat. His son Nick did it. Started to be talked about. They got into a fight at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party on Saturday night, which seems to be true. Apparently, poor Bill Hader had a fucking argument with this Nick fella as well. One thing I found fascinating looking more into this whole thing with Nick Reiner. In, what was it, 2015, right? In 2015, he made this movie, Being Charlie. Being Charlie was actually partially written by Nick and his father, and it's about Nick's life. Basically a story of a heroin addict. And it's about Nick's life. That whole fucking shit's about Nick's life. I'm very tempted to watch that now. Like, there's a morbid curiosity, as I'm sure many people have had with this whole scenario. But yeah, Nick has been arrested. It does seem that Nick has allegedly killed both of his parents in some sort of grown-up fucking temper tantrum or something. Sad as fuck, man. Super sad. And I don't know if you guys saw, but old Trumpito, our great president, this is such in bad taste. He felt the need to chime in about this. This is what Trump said about Rob Reiner. I guess Rob Reiner wasn't a fan of Trump. So instead of just like being gracious and just saying like rest in peace to a talent, we may have had our differences, but rest in peace to the incredibly talented Rob Reiner. You know, being presidential, being gracious or something like that. This is what this fucker said. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with the mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession. What is this Trump impression evolving into? By his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals. I mean, how egotistical can you get? Surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Wow. What a piece of shit. Dude doubled down later that day. The news caught him. I think it was Fox News caught him. And he's like, yeah, he had Trump derangement syndrome. It's real sad. He died from it. What is wrong with this motherfucker? I mean, it's just so fucking crazy. No, that fucking voice sucked, dog. Was that a good Trump? I think that was trash. I do have an impression for you guys tonight that I haven't done in a very long time. You old school you guys wanted the old Humble Among. I actually am bringing you a little bit of the old Humble Among. Yeah, Mick Foley quit. Mick Foley said fuck that shit and quit WWE over it. Thank you, Chadwick. Thank you, Chadwick Rogers, for bringing that up. I did not even have that in my notes to talk about, so thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was what? Yesterday? Today? That Foley quit? Maybe that was yesterday? Crazy. Old Trumpito, also, I think this was also yesterday, signed an executive order making fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction, which, I mean, I'm not really mad at that. I mean, there's other things you could do to fight drug issues in this country, but I ain't really mad at that. You know, fuck fentanyl. Fuck fentanyl for sure. Like, I think maybe putting some higher restrictions on fentanyl would be perhaps a good thing. So, yeah. Definitely, once again, I just saw sad rip. Rest in peace again to Rob Reiner. I just want to circle back. Incredible loss. Such an incredible loss. I mean, dude was getting up there in age, but hey, this is the old Humble Among talking now. I'm more I'm more on the side of the elderly because I'm old Humble Among now. I do have a Brandon Buckingham update for you guys. Let's see if this will load.
This is a camera loose.
Hey, shut up. Let's see. I do have a Buckingham update for you guys. If you guys don't know, Buckingham was knocking on death's door. I don't think that's being overly dramatic to say. Brandon Buckingham was kind of knocking on death's door. His organs were failing. He was asking for GoFundMe donations to help him through this trying time, because he would not be able to make content for the foreseeable future. But I do have an update for you guys. This is from Sam Hyde, though. I do have to warn you. This is from controversial figure Sam Hyde. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it better. But Sam, I guess, got an update from Brandon, so I did want to share that with you guys.
We did the game for Brandon thing.
Yeah. Any update on Brandon?
The last I heard, which was 4 days ago, his organs are doing better, but his heart is still in a weakened state.
Yeah.
But it didn't sound like enough information to be like, oh, this is good or oh, this is bad. It was just an update that could have meant anything. So I don't know how he's doing.
Is it like did he catch that in a foreign country?
I didn't ask. He has septic. He got septic pneumonia, which means his blood is infected. I just assumed that he got sick on one of these effing things that he does.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got it though.
How do you clean your blood?
You got to use Clorox, straight Clorox.
Clorox blood cleaner.
Yeah.
Clorox blood cleaner. Clorox blood. Oh, there it is. It's just regular Clorox. Clorox blood cleaner. Oh, there it is. You just unscrew the top as fast as possible and slam it.
Yeah.
Die. just drop dead immediately. Yeah. Oh,
Better pause that before they get me in trouble. So yeah, there's an update on Brandon. He is doing better, but it seems like his heart is still struggling. So positive vibes to Brandon Buckingham. That is a good dude right there. All right. Andy Dick overdosed in L.A., and it was, I don't even know if I want to show it, honestly. I have a video clip of him overdosing on the streets of L.A. and, like, people filming it and shit. Probably fentanyl. Once again, probably fentanyl related. But Andy Dick overdosed on the streets of L.A. They were filming it, and I swear to God, it was the day of, Harlan Williams dropped a whole podcast with Andy Dick. It must have been filmed the day before he overdosed, or 2 days before, or however many days before he overdosed, a week before he overdosed. But it dropped the day he overdosed. They didn't plan it, I don't think, or anything. I think the video dropped and then the news dropped like a half hour later. Andy survived. Andy Dick survived. He was seen on TMZ saying he would not go to rehab, but I also saw a news story saying he is going to rehab. So, I don't know. Hopefully Andy gets the help he needs. Andy has been struggling for years. If you guys don't know, let me share some Andy Dick lore with you real quick. If you guys don't know, this is some real quick Andy Dick lore to why a lot of people don't fuck with Andy. The night, let's talk about two very tragic deaths in comedy real quick. And I'm going to share you guys some Andy Dick lore, why he's related to these two very tragic deaths in comedy. The night that Phil Hartman died, his wife, who ended up unaliving him that night, relapsed on cocaine because of Andy Dick, allegedly. She went on to spiral and unalive not only Phil Hartman, but herself. I don't know if it was the night or the day before or the day of, but within 24 hours of Chris Farley passing away, guess who old Chris was partying with? One of the last people Chris Farley was partying with. Old Andy Dick. Andy Dick, you know, there's also this weird thing where he may allegedly essayed a girl on a stream or something. I don't know if you got some weird shit with him with that. Weird guy, Andy Dick, but he's also extremely troubled, not making any excuses for any of this fucking behavior. But I know for a fact Andy is, you know, extremely troubled. He had a podcast about 10 years ago, I would say. I forget the name of the podcast, but it was with Dino Stamatopoulos, creator of Moral Oral, writer for Mr. Show, writer for Community, regular guest on the podcast Harmontown. He had a podcast with Dino. Dino and Andy go way back. They used to write on like was it Ben Stiller's show, I think? They used to write on Ben Stiller's show together. They go way back, and Andy opened up a lot on that podcast about some of his issues, losing his father, being in the room with his brother, with his dying father. Starburns, exactly, Tommy, you know. But yeah, not making any excuses, but I just wanted to perhaps provide a little bit more context. This isn't on my list, but I feel like this is a good segue. I saw a YouTube video recently about Anne Heche. You guys remember Anne Heche? Used to be the girlfriend of Ellen DeGenerate back in the day. You guys remember that? Did you guys know Ellen? Did you guys know that Anne Heche had passed away? Did you guys know she had passed away? I didn't even know that. Did you guys know that? Am I the only one? Did I somehow miss this fucking shit? You guys know how she passed away? She passed away in she was kind of known in the 90s of having these incidences where she would like wander into people's houses and shit. I think she may have even hit someone's house before. Yeah, car crash. Akira Jam says in the chat, car crash. So in like 2023, she hit a house with her car. The car set on fire, and at the time they were reporting that she burned alive. But something happened. I don't know if you guys know about this. This blew my mind. I had never seen this. Have you guys seen the... Hold on. Oh, that's not where I type it. Hold on. Let me find this. Have you guys seen the video of her getting loaded into the ambulance on a stretcher? Have you guys seen this shit? Let me find the right one. Yeah, let me show you guys. This is fucking weird. So this right here, whoops. So this is Anne Heche getting loaded on the stretcher. Hold on, let me make it a little smaller. Now I'm only showing this because this somehow went under my radar, and this was legit frightening. Watch this. You guys see that? Now look, they're pushing her back down. Hold on. Let me make that bigger for you guys. Even bigger. Let's go bigger so you guys can see it a little bit better. Oops. You see that? Is that a little weird? Is there something weird about that? Or am I just incredibly paranoid? Now, I don't remember ever hearing about this or seeing that video or anything. You guys think it's... Here's something else someone pointed out. Why are there firefighters putting her in an ambulance? Are those firefighters? They're firefighters, right? Why are these guys putting her in an ambulance? That's a little weird. Did Ellen have Anne Heche killed? I don't know. Purely speculation. Unalived. I mean, I meant unalived. Okay. My bad. No, that's not AI. That is not AI. I mean, yeah, that's definitely not AI. You can I feel like you can tell when stuff is AI. That's definitely not AI. That's all over the place. That was in 2023. AI, it was not nearly as good. Will Smith eating spaghetti was quite disturbing and not nearly as real looking. Humble, you ever see American Splendor? Yes. Love Harvey Pekar. Great artist. Love that guy. Great movie. Haven't read nearly enough of his comics. I have a collection. I have that collection that is the movie, has the movie cover, has fucking has Old Boy on the cover there. It's the cover of the DVD, but it's a comic book collection of like a greatest hits of American Splendor. Probably a lot of the comics that were inspired by the movie. Love and miss you too, Will. Shouts out to Will the Mask Maker, Wisco Masco. Looking forward to your Christmas card, homie. But yeah, I love Harvey Picar, man. I got that fucking copy of the R. Crumb comic book, by the way, guys. I had to fucking order it from Fantagraphics, but I got that fucking R. Crumb comic, Tales of Paranoia, or whatever the fudge. All right. Before we get too much into that, let me do my little plug shit before I forget about it. Yeah, Ellen is definitely evil. Is she evil enough? They said she melted to the seat, by the way, Akira Jam. That was the first. They had to change the report. They said she died she died in her car on fire. She's clearly not dead. Strange. Very strange. Anyway, let me do this promo stuff real quick. I have Christmas CDs, all right? I actually found, I found 3 copies. So I'm only willing to sell one of these. So I have 2 copies for sale of the incredibly rare, probably never going to be reprinted, Christmas Tape 1 for sale. All right? Christmas Tape 1 EP for sale. This became a thing because while making Halloween Tape 2 way back, I had a song that I had made for Halloween Tape 2 called Gremlins, right? And it didn't really fit on the Halloween Tape shit. It was produced by a different producer. So I decided I was going to save that song and drop it on Christmas. And while waiting for Christmas, I was like, for the fuck of it, let me see if I can make any more Christmas songs. So I just started making Christmas songs to amuse myself. And I ended up making 7 of them. So that's what the first Christmas tape is. 7 of those first batch of 7 Christmas songs. Very much in the spirit of a Carnival Christmas. In the way that Halloween Tape is very much in the spirit of Hallowicked tapes. Literally, I don't know if you guys know the lore, but the reason I did those Halloween tapes was as an homage to the original Hallowicked tapes. Your Dead Pumpkins, the first couple of them that came out, was it the Witch's Cauldron EP? Is the first 3. I think after the Witch's Cauldron EP, they started putting them on CDs. But I think like the first 3 or 4 years, they came out strictly on tape. So I wanted to homage that. And that turned into me doing these Christmas fucking albums. So I have 4 Christmas EPs for sale. If you would like any of them, hit me up. I only have a few copies left. Well, I have 2 copies for sale I'm willing to part with of 1. I have a few copies of 2. Let me see. Let me get this in order right. I don't even know the right order. Yeah, here we go. Xmas Tape 2. Whack Xmas. I have a few copies of that. Is this? That's 4. This is Xmas Tape 3, The Night the Laughter Died. And this is the version that's not on streaming with the proper intro that I was not allowed to put on streaming. That really sets it off proper. If you listen to it on streaming, you don't get the full version of that project the way that I had intended it to be released because I got hit hard with the sample. I used the comedian sample on there that I got hit for, and they did not let me use it. Then I have Xmas Tape 4, A Season to Dismember, and this has, this has a bonus track on it that I don't know if anyone's even talked to me about this bonus track that's on Xmas Tape 4. I don't know if anyone's even picked up on the bonus track. The bonus track on there, man, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. There's a bonus track on there that's a version of a song on here that, for whatever reason, when I sent it to get mixed and mastered, the beat to the song loaded into the engineer, Badmind, loaded into Badmind's DAW at like 0.5 speed, I think it was. So like really slowed down version of that beat. And he was mixing it. He mixed the whole song to that version of the beat, but while he was mixing it, he's like, this doesn't make sense. Humble usually, like, this is the structure of this song doesn't. He mixed the song anyway, and it weirdly works. So I included it as a like weird botch Easter egg because it kind of works. It kind of works for some reason. Anyway, so I have those 4 for sale. Only 2 copies of the first one. If you would like a copy, hit me up. I will do a bundle. The first 2 people to hit me up, I'll do a bundle for 40 of all 4. I'm trying to do. We'll do 7. We'll do 17 a piece. Otherwise, if you're hitting me up, but I'll do 40 shipped, 17 shipped. If you guys are looking to get some Xmas tape CDs. All right, I promoted some shit. There we go. I also want to put out there into the universe. I want to put out there into the universe a couple of things that I'm trying to do, that we're trying to do. First of all, I want to put out into the universe in June of next year. If you are a Juggalo or you know a Juggalo that has a venue that would like to book a show around June of next year, we're trying to perhaps route a tour. Nowhere specific in America. We're open to anywhere in America, basically. If we can drive there, we are open to playing there. It's not East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, whatever. It's anywhere in America. Anywhere in America, we're trying to drive there. Specifically Juggalo spots, though. We specifically want to play Juggalo spots, Juggalo-friendly spots. We want to keep the money in the community, if you know what I mean. But yeah, hit us up, me or the homie Will Gates. That's what we're trying to do right now. Hit up me or the homie Will Gates, and we'll talk turkey. No cage. Man, I've been on him for fucking 42 minutes already. And we still got an hour and a half before 8 o'clock in the Strange Suspicion JCW premiere. The mysterious Strange Suspicion JCW premiere. So I can stretch out a little bit, guys. We can go a little bit longer than I thought. I thought I was going to have to rush this one a little bit. All right, one more thing I want to put out there into the universe. You fuck with house shows. Like wrestling house shows or like EDM music house shows? Which one do you mean? What a fucking nerd. Oh, I'm such a nerd, y'all. Play the White House or reflecting pool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, Chris. Who do you think I am? Insane Clown Posse? Forrest Gump? Huh? You can't play the reflecting pool unless I'm Insane Clown Posse or Forrest Gump. It's the only two. Or Martin Luther King. I have to be one of those 3 people. Insane Clown Posse is one person, by the way. All right. Oh, yeah, the other thing I was going to promote or put out into the universe. I want to ask you out there for help again. I just asked you for help like 3 times, but let me ask you for help again. I want to try to start a think tank. All right? Now, I'm looking to recruit for this think tank. What I need is individuals who are nerdy as fuck with horrorcore knowledge, with Juggalo knowledge, rap knowledge, knowledge. I need knowledge. Specifically, I need human encyclopedias, all right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm recruiting for a think tank because I would like help with some of my video ideas. I would like a friendly group of like-minded individuals that are willing to discuss and hammer out ideas for future Humble Among videos, essentially, is what I'm looking for. So if this is something that would interest you, I have revamped my Discord. I've kicked everybody out of my Discord. I'm sorry. My Discord is a graveyard. It's been a graveyard for like 3 years. It's officially a graveyard now. It's just me in there. It's just old me in the Humble Among Discord. But I've revamped it to be the think tank, all right? So if you would like to join the Humble Among Discord, Humble Among Think Tank Discord, I don't know what the fuck to call it, let me know, all right? Let me know. I'm, there's no, you don't have to be a member of the Alienated, none of that bullshit. If you're a like-minded individual with knowledge who would like to help, that's it. That's all. That's the only requirements. Knowledge and the urge to help me not look stupid sometimes, because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I have a wonky eye. I have crooked ass teeth. I'm ugly as sin. Got a little bald spot right there. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes sometimes, but I try to come correct. I try my fucking hardest to come correct. So this is an attempt to make sure that there's no blind spots, So just putting that out in the universe. So Xmas tape CDs, I got a couple of them. Tour in June. If you have a spot where we could perhaps book a Juggalo show, hit me or Will Gates up. And Think Tank. The Humble Among Think Tank. If you would like to apply, I am accepting applications. Also, I'm accepting applications always for a money mark. If you are someone who has come into the possession of an absurd amount of money that you just don't know what to do with, hit me up. I can help you with that. I can totally help you with that. Looking for a money mark. Speaking of money marks, let's go into the stack a little bit, because I went a little crazy. I went and skipped through a bunch of stuff. Let's talk. Whoa. How did that? I put some shit in weird order, y'all. We're going to have some repeats, it looks like. All right, welcome to... Is it fucking auto playing? Let's see. I hit the play button. That's what's going on. I hit the play button. See, this is a slideshow, so usually I just, click through the slides. I hit the play button on the slideshow. So I did a JCW Lunacy 59, episode 59, the first episode where Russo is revealed. I figured this would be a good starting point to start doing some recap videos, because it feels like this episode is the start of the Russo. This episode is the start of the Russo era. So I started with this one. I don't know where we were talking about it. I don't remember if I was in Strange Suspicions chat, if it was on my show and Strange Suspicion was in my chat, or it might have even been in the JCW chat we were talking about this, right? But I think it was Strange, maybe EC, maybe Weird Bob. One of the Strange Suspicion crew, I believe, suggested that I do watch-alongs of JCW, right? And, I definitely had thought of that before, but my problem with doing watch-alongs with JCW is I do not want to take away... I thought my fucking mic was off. Holy shit. I do not want to take away from the viewership. Jay is very clearly very proud of the viewership growing, and he wants to keep it growing. I don't want to take away from it. If anything, I want to add to the viewership. So I figured I could take the purely speculation formula and sort of apply it to JCW Lunacy. So that's kind of what I did with this video. If you haven't seen JCW Lunacy and you're looking for a quick and easy way to digest a good starting point for JCW, this would be a great way to jump in. I've gotten really good feedback on this video. Y'all seem to really like it. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to jump into JCW, I would highly recommend checking this video out. It was a great episode. I've started editing episode 60. I'm going to try to get that out hopefully by tomorrow if I can really hurry up and edit. My plan is to try to really fast catch up, because I believe tomorrow on Thursday night they're premiering episode 62 of JCW Lunacy. So I'm like 2 weeks behind, almost 3 weeks behind. So I'm trying real quick to catch up. Is Kosuke in the chat? Shouts out to Kosuke in the chat. Whoop, whoop. We just saw John Cena's retirement. I don't even know if I have this in my notes. This is a good time to talk about John Cena's retirement because we're talking wrestling. But yeah, JCW Lunacy, I'm going to keep doing these recaps because you guys seem to like them, and they're fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. So I figure this is a good way for me to cover JCW, to give you guys who maybe don't want to give some of you guys who would never even watch JCW a chance to see it and maybe consider tuning in and watching it. You know what I mean? But yeah, me and Kosuke hung out on Saturday night. Hey, on Saturday night, we watched some pro wrestling. Hey, he came over and we watched some of GCW's Nick Gage Invitational 10. Was it 10, Kosuke? I believe it was 10. Also that night, though, it was John Cena's retirement match. So we were going back and forth between two wrestling shows, the GCW Nick Gage Invitational, which was all death matches, and then going back to regular-ass, boring-ass fucking WWE. Corporate pizza party-ass retirement. It was so weird. Let's talk about John Cena's retirement. My thoughts on Cena's retirement real quick. So it was pretty normal. I feel like it was a pretty basic. I mean, it was nothing crazy. Gunther seems like an odd choice for a retirement opponent. I know they did the whole tournament thing, so it's not like they chose the best person that makes sense or whatever. But Gunther felt like a weird choice to me. I don't know. So Cena comes out, they do the wrestling match, blah, 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 blah. I thought they were going to do almost like a squash match at first, but they did a pretty typical WWE match with a lot of near falls, a lot of finishers over and over and over again, you know, typical WWE bullshit. Where it gets weird is with this extended sleeper hold spot. And boy, do I mean extended. Boy, is this motherfucker extended. They really fucking stretched this thing out. And Cena's making odd faces. One of the odd faces has gotten memed. The one right before he tapped has gotten memed pretty crazy. And Cena taps out from a sleeper hold. Now, I saw Violent J on RVD's podcast talk about this, and I agree. And I never even really thought of it until he said it, but I've never seen anyone tap out of a sleeper hold. I don't know if I said that night, Kosuke. Maybe I did say it that night. But when has that ever happened? That's not like something that happens in a wrestling match, right? That's weird. And the way he tapped very like, you know, he's like, yeah, it was very odd tap. And he was smiling. Yeah, it was like he knows something that we don't know type of smile, right, EC? It was like a smirk. I saw someone on the RVD podcast with Violent J also compared it to the Undertaker moment. Totally got that right out the gate with the reaction shots. Felt like they were trying to do that. I think AI wrote this finish. I don't know. Horrible finish. Absolutely horrible. Is the idea for it to be horrible and upsetting on purpose? Probably. I don't know. I did not like it, though. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was a waste. If it really is a retirement, I mean, it's not a retirement. Every wrestler comes back, especially one that young. Cena's so young. He's got plenty left in the tank. He'll be back in 3 to 5 years. If not sooner. He'll be back sooner, maybe. The other thought I had is, and this is a really trippy, heady kind of thought. Is wrestling rigged? No, say it ain't so, Misty. Not my pro wrestling. It can't be rigged. But I had this thought. Like, this is really kind of like a meta, heady head-ass type thought. What if John Cena was quitting his retirement match? You know? What if he was like, nah, I'm quitting my retirement. I'm getting out of this match. Fuck this match. I'm quitting this match. This ain't my retirement. I'm quitting it. I'm quitting my whole retirement. And that's what he did. I don't know. Just a weird, trippy head-ass thought I had. Could that be it? I don't know. The whole thing felt weird. And then the crowd's chanting, you fucked up, bullshit. They are mad as hell when Triple H comes out. The whole thing with Cody and fucking CM Punk, I guess that's a reference to Hulk Hogan when Batista and Cena were offering him the title to wear when it was a Hulk Hogan match in 2003, I guess. Was that the Rock Hogan match that happened in? Anyway, it was a reference to a Hogan moment, I guess. That felt weird. The Never Give Up socks felt weird. I thought he was going to strip in the ring after he just kept taking. I thought he was just going to keep taking his clothes off. Yeah, Mankind quit. Yeah. Not over this, but the Trump thing. Imagine if Mankind quit over this. He's like, bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Cena gave up. Well, I give up on you, WWE. Yeah. No, I think he just knew the end was going to piss people off. That's the other thing, Kosuke. That's the other angle you can go with. That face he's making is he just knew that, all right, guys. And I saw someone, I can't remember if it was Shaggy. No, I think this was Russo. I think Russo said this. Russo thought that this was Cena's idea. Vince Russo pitched a way better ending for the Cena match, I think. I think this is brilliant. Some of y'all might think this is corny, but on that RVD podcast, Russo pitched, they should have had like 20 to 40 Make-A-Wish kids outside around that ring. Real Make-A-Wish kids. Shoot! Make-A-Wish kids around that ring. And then, whatever the ending of the match is, let's just make Cena win. Let's make Cena go over. You could have Cena lose, you could have Cena win. Either way. Then have all of the Make-A-Wish kids go into the ring with Cena. And then you have the ultimate babyface moment with all these Make-A-Wish kids who get the dream of being in the ring with John Cena during his last match. That's a way better ending, no? I saw people shitting on that idea, but I thought it was a way better ending. But also, Russo said he thought this was Cena's idea. There's no fucking way. Either creative wrote it or AI wrote it. And Cena's like, this is stupid, but I guess I'll do it. That's the other option to me. I think that's probably the most likely option. My heady head ass, he's quitting his retirement idea is probably way too heady, but yeah, he probably knew that the reaction that shit was going to get. $2 super chat from Underground Wicket. Just drove 2 hours into Vermont to get a guinea pig. Just drove 2 hours to Vermont, I think is what he's saying, to get a guinea pig. Okay, Underground Wicked something. Is it Underground Wicked Radio? Is that what that is? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Why did you have to go to Vermont to get the guinea pig, though? Is this a setup? Why do I feel like this is a setup to a Vermont is gay joke or something? We got the guinea pig from Humble Among's butt. We went to Vermont to get it. We got it from Humble Among's butt. I think that's probably what you were trying to set up, right? Underground Wicked Radio, whatever your name is. All right. Anyway, let's continue on the list. Continue on down the list. Oh, yeah, Harlan brought up ICP at the end of that Andy Dick interview, by the way. I guess Harlan said he wants to have Shaggy on the show as well. Harlan said that Andy Dick is one of only 2 people that he's ever acted with that made him crack up to the point where he couldn't do his acting job. Andy Dick is one, and the other is one of the guys from the Jerky Boys. When Harlan was in Big Money Hustlers, he shouts, I forget which one. It must be the fucking chief, right? It must be the fat fuck chief. I forget which Jerky Boy played which, because the other one plays the old man in the strip club with very disturbing prosthetics. Vermont is awesome if you snowboard. Boy, I'm getting sick of Vermont though. Let me tell you. let me tell you guys about Vermont. It sucks. Hey. Yes, two into Vermont. We have none here in New York. Yeah, okay. That's weird. You got no guinea pigs? You got no guinea pigs in New York? Yeah, rest in peace to the Jerky Boys. They're still alive, but rest in peace to the Jerky Boys. PetSmart was out of guinea pigs, so I drove to Burlington. Okay. Well, Burlington's like right on the border of Vermont, so Burlington's like damn near in fucking New York. Well, hopefully you had a good time. Did you see any hipster ass fucking shit? in Burlington. I'm curious. Oh, man. Vermont's so funny. I switched to cloth bedding, and I just throw it in the washer. Wait, what are we talking about? I have 2 guinea pigs. Oh, okay. Do the guinea pigs fuck up your bedding? You sleep with your guinea pigs? Pause. Oh, well. Well, if you ever come back to Vermont, Burlington, the home of the coat factory, and would you believe it? There's a Burlington coat factory in Burlington. Would you believe it? I don't even know if that's true. But I'm going to act like it's true. Wouldn't you believe it? Oh, man. All right. What else we got to talk about here? It's been a while since we did this, you guys. Matan Evan trolled the Young Republican Gala. I mean, it was kind of a light troll, too. I would play you guys the video, but, I mean, he makes a couple of light jokes about, you know, Republicans being stupid and stuff. He probably could have wrote some better jokes for that and trolled them a little bit harder. Shouts out to Matan, though. I like what Matan does quite a bit. I think he's pretty fucking funny. Basically stole his whole gimmick from Borat and Eric Andre and kind of combined them. But, hey, I fucking love Borat and Eric Andre, so I love Matan. I think he's dope. South Carolina man who identifies as a deer was shot by hunters. I don't know if that story is true. That feels like a fake. It feels like a fake story, but I'm reporting on it anyway. RoboCop statue was erected in Detroit. Pause. Over 15 years in the making. I could have sworn that fucking statue was already erected. Pause. I thought there was already an iron. Wasn't there already a fucking RoboCop statue in Detroit? Am I tripping on that? Or am I just thinking of like years ago when they first announced that they were making it or whatever? I could have fucking sworn there was already a statue of RoboCop in Detroit, though. Anyway, RoboCop statue in Detroit. Hey, shouts out to Swills Edition. Whoop whoop. Let's see. There was a weird thing. So my algorithm is strange, right? I'll occasionally get like news things in my algorithm that I'm like, huh, is that what's going on in the world? The other week I was scrolling through my algorithm and some news thing popped up about the government blowing up drug boats or something. Is it Venezuelan drug boats? And there's a big old controversy about them blowing up some drug boats and shit. Is that what we're doing now? Blowing up coke boats? They must have been in competition with the CIA and FBI. That's the only reason they would blow them up. They definitely weren't CIA or FBI coke boats, I'll tell you that. They probably use coke submarines anyway. But yeah, it was just an example of like, you know, I don't really pay attention to much of like mainstream news or whatever the fuck. I don't really care if we all die tomorrow, which we might, for all I know. But every now and again, like, you know, little aspects of the, you know, quote unquote mainstream news media pokes into my radar, and I'm like, huh, is that what's going on? Is that what we're doing? That's a good example of me being like, huh, that's weird. Is that what we're doing? Free Comic Book Day. Is it dead? I guess Diamond was sold recently. Diamond was the big comic book distributor in America. Diamond got sold to some other company, and I guess they're not really planning on doing Free Comic Book Day in the traditional way that they had done before. Like Warner Brothers DC and I think a couple of other companies are partnering to do some other gimmick. It seems like Free Comic Book Day might be dead though, which kind of fucking sucks, man. That's like a big day for the whole industry as far as getting normies who don't necessarily like read comics into a fucking comic book shop for once. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it seems like Free Comic Book Day might have died. Cena. I didn't even talk about this part with the Cena thing. Cena was on Rogan, and he does talk about getting sued. I don't know if he actually talked about it, but he's also getting sued for his WWE theme, which they did use on his retirement match. But yeah, Cena on Rogan was interesting. He definitely is dodging the, he's asked almost directly if this is really the end, and he gives a very kayfabe answer. You are not the real Humble Among. We have an imposter in the chat. Christopher Monsanto. Oh, you're definitely from the FBI. Christopher Monsanto. It's the Montezio or something, but I'm going to call you Monsanto. You're definitely from the government. There's definitely a bot from the government in the chat, you guys. Well, welcome, bot from the government. from the bot from the government. Man, I can't believe he tapped out with. I know. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I am only a member to 3 YouTube channels: Humble, Precious Juggalos, and 1 other channel. Ooh, you don't want to say the other channel. Ooh, I think I know which one it might be. Why don't you want to say the other channel? Shouts out to Precious Juggalo. By the way, seems like while I'm talking about this, I just saw Precious Juggalos. Is there ops in the chat? Uh-oh, ops in the chat. There is no ops. If we're Juggalos, hey, if we're really Juggalos, we're not ops, guys. We're fucking Juggalos. The world is our ops. You know what I mean? The outside world is our ops. Let's try to be nice to each other here. This is a welcoming space here on the Humble Among broadcast system. Is that enough like the old Humble Among for you guys yet? Or do we have to go further? Do we have to go further? I think we have to go further. All right. Yeah, I made this video. I made this video about Manny's sweet truck murals. If you haven't seen it, there was a guy in my comments who legit was pissed. He was so mad. He was so mad that was the whole point of the video that I made. He's like, bro, you don't think it was what did he say? You don't think it was intellectually dishonest that the whole build up to the video is just about Manny's truck murals? Shouts out to that dude. I didn't mean, yes, I am a bit of a stinker. Yes, I do play a bit of pranks on this channel every now and again. But I felt like all in all, that's a pretty light prank to to lead you guys on to think that there's something really juicy at the end of the video, and it's just my weird fascination at Shaggy laughing his head off at Manny's murals. Listen, that's literally the highlight of the whole interview for me. I've seen so many Insane Clown Posse interviews at this point. I've talked about many of them on this fucking show. Do you know, at this point, I'm looking for weird shit. At this point, I'm looking for Manny's truck murals, If you haven't watched it, man, go peep it. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I think I have it on my phone. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Let me see if we can watch just the Manny part. I would really love to show you guys just the Manny part. Let's see. That's not it. Let's see. If I go to, yeah. That's the Frank's one. There it is. All right, hopefully this doesn't fuck up the stream real quick. Turning on Wi-Fi. Stream still good? We still good? Trying to airdrop it. Come on. Whoever hates a Juggalo will get coal for Christmas. Shouts out to Spoken Realness with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we're sending 2 of them. That's cool. Okay. All right, let me show you guys the Manny's truck mural portion. Because, I mean, if you're not in the mood to watch the whole thing, I'll just show you guys my favorite part. Let me make that fit. God, I cannot describe to you guys how much this fucking made me laugh. Especially when I found the actual pictures of Manny's truck. I was like, there's no way he didn't post the actual fucking pictures on his Facebook. I bet you they're on his Facebook. Sure enough, they're on Manny's Facebook. All right, so here's Manny's sweet truck murals from the recent episode of Are You Garbage? Let me find where the fuck. Here's that quick time. All right.
What do they drive you around? This big, this big ass Ford F some shit. Okay. I don't know. It's got the big fucking comic book character, the Juggernaut, on the back.
Sure.
And his hood.
That's fucking crazy.
His hood has a skeleton with a fucking American and Mexican flag wrapped around it. With
That sounds like a chauffeur
with a bullet belt.
It's just your boy. That's awesome.
Yeah, like
I thought it was like a car service.
Will they be pulling up the places? I see people looking. I'm like, what the fuck they looking at, man? I was like, oh, that's
you're getting out of a cartoon car. Yeah.
I forget what fucking car I'm in. I'm over here in the fucking cartel car.
Shouts out to Manny. I love that. I love that shit so much. That is legit why I made that video. Yes, there's a couple of interesting moments like Violent J talking about borrowing money from the company where Shaggy starts blinking his eyes about 1 million miles a minute. Yeah, I could have made the whole video about that. Yeah, sure. But did I? No. I made it about Manny's truck murals. I could have made it about, what was the other thing that he talked about in there that was interesting that oh, fuck. What was the other one? Oh, Violent J's abandoned Tesla. I could have made it a whole video just about that, made it about Violent J's abandoned Tesla. No. It's about Manny's fucking sweet truck murals, guys. Get with the fucking program. This is the Humble Among broadcast system, not whatever you want to watch broadcast system. This is my channel, all right? I get to do whatever weird shit I want to do on here, like talk about Manny's truck, or Cage stuffing a turkey on Thanksgiving in Stony Lodge. There's all kinds of weird shit, okay? Tesla, yes. Tesla. That's how it's pronounced, right? Tesla. But yeah, Ouija Mac definitely recommended that Tesla, right? I'm not tripping on that. Ouija definitely recommended the Tesla, right? If you guys don't know, Violent J has a Tesla that he doesn't want to drive because he's afraid of people fucking with it. He doesn't want his kids driving it specifically and people fucking with it. Hey, some of y'all seem to like the turkey banging content. I don't know. I'm getting some support in the chat. All right, let's see. There's another Macho Juggalo video of him looking for Faygo in Whole Foods, but the Macho impression wasn't as strong this time. Netflix acquires Warner Brothers, or acquired, it was reported that they acquired Warner Brothers, which includes like HBO Max, Discovery, a bunch of shit, for $83 billion. And then it seems that Paramount may have outbid them for $108 billion. Now, people were freaking out because if Netflix buys Warner Brothers, this could be a definitive beginning of the end of the theater experience, a beginning of the end of physical media, as if both of those things aren't well on their way of ending. Paramount, it's the same thing. I don't know. No news on who actually won the bid for Warner Brothers, Discovery, HBO Max, all that shit. But isn't it weird that all these things are like becoming one thing again? It's like, it's been said before, but we left cable for these streaming services, and now they're just like, they're all getting bundled into like things again. It's like going back to cable. It's essentially they're giving us cable in another fucking format. I mean, it's not like we couldn't do fucking cable over the fucking internet. They're just giving it in another format and slowly taking away the content from us. We're getting less and less content. I straight up, I'll tell you what, I put my money where my mouth was, and I canceled 4 streaming services. Was it today or yesterday I did this? I think yesterday I canceled 4 streaming services that I'm just like, you know what? I don't really watch this one enough. And I straight up canceled that shit. I was like, nah, I'm not really going to fucking keep paying for this shit. I'm not watching. They're taking away shit. I'm trying to just focus on physical media more anyway. And I'm trying to read more. I'm trying to read more. So yeah, I'm putting my money where my mouth is a little bit with this shit, and I'm taking it away from streaming. I still have a Netflix account as of now. I might turn that off. I had bought in a year of HBO Max, so that's still running out until like March of next year or something. HBO Max is my favorite streaming service. I might even turn that off. I might shout out to Anti-Brain-Rot. I like that. I like that a lot, Swills. But yeah, I'm definitely about the anti-brain-rot. If you guys noticed some of the reels I uploaded, I on purpose wanted to upload some uplifting reels. I was editing that Are You Garbage podcast, and they cut a couple of dope promos in there. So I've been trying to upload some anti-brain-rot, as Swills put it there. I do still have Shudder. I think Shudder is on a oh, you know what? I think I turned it off. I think Shudder was one of the ones I turned off, Tommy. I do still have it right now, but I'll be honest. Last few Joe Bobs I've watched, I haven't really paid attention. I haven't really used it as much as I should be. There's fantastic shit on Shudder, though. That Rats movie, if you guys haven't seen Rats, do yourselves a favor and see Rats. Dangerous Animals is fantastic on there. There's some new stuff on there that's great, but I don't know, man. It's just I feel like I'm wasting money on this shit every month. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm just gonna like turn it off, and if there's something I really, really want to watch, I'll either turn it on again and watch it, or I'll find it other ways. But I gotta save money, man. I gotta save money. I'm trying my hardest to get out to Juggalo, Ohio, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. We're all old. See, I'm the old humble among. The old humble among. Speaking, we're getting to that bit. Let's talk about Spielberg's new movie. This was a advertisement that was in Times Square recently. All will be disclosed. Spielberg, and then a date. This weird, creepy eyeball image, right? Very strange, very esoteric image to be promoting your movie with. Someone pointed out very shortly after that the eyeball's actually upside down, which is even more occult-esque and esoteric and fucking weird. An upside-down eyeball is your advertisement, bro? This is fucking Illuminati fucking central here. Putting some filters over it and taking out the eyeball, you can see it very much looks like an alien in this one. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta do that bit here in a second. But yeah, Disclosure Day. There's a trailer out for it now. New Steven Spielberg. Looks pretty dope. It could go either way, honestly. It could be incredibly dope UFO movie, or it could be whack. I did see, and I don't know if this is real, that Emily Blunt, the star of the movie, is going to be testifying in front of Congress at one of the UFO hearings. I don't know if that's real or not, though. All right, let's bring back some old humble among shit. I used to do an impression on here where I would read Kevin Nash tweets in the voice of Kevin Nash. And I saw one that really tickled me earlier this week, so I wanted to bring that old bit back, all right? Hey, that's incredibly kind. She's one. Wait, I should put some context on this. So someone tweeted at Kevin Nash, young at real Kevin Nash looks a lot like Natalie Portman in the face. And Kevin replied, hey, that's incredibly kind. She's one of the most beautiful women on the planet. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a long time brushing off the Kevin Nash. It's been a very long time since I've done that. I don't know if it's as good as it used to be, but there we go. There's the old humble among for you. I brought it back. The Kevin Nash impression. Let's see. I did see a couple of things. We watched the movie To Die For. I got a Criterion edition of To Die For recently. Showed Emily that. Fantastic. Really great movie. I haven't seen that for a very long time. Maybe South Carolina me saw that. That's fucking 25 years ago or more. A very long time ago since I've seen that movie. Great movie. Joaquin Phoenix is a little bit weird in that movie. I feel like he went full... he didn't go full Regard, but he went full dumb teenager. Because his whole acting is just like, duh. He's just so fucking, he's Jesse from Paradise Lost. You know what I mean? He goes full, well, not full regard, but he goes halfway full regard. And it's something to behold. The Diddy documentary on Netflix. I have to recommend this strong as possible. I don't know if I can recommend the Diddy 50 Cent produced this documentary. It's 4 parts on Netflix. The first part's a little slow. It might take you a little while to get. It might turn you off the first part. Stick with it. Get to the end. And actually, if the first part's boring, skip to the second part. That's where it gets really interesting. All right. The second episode is one of the best hip hop rap documentaries I've ever seen, hands down, ever seen. If you care about Biggie or Tupac at all, see this fucking documentary. To me, this documentary ain't even about Biggie. To me, this shit ain't even about Puffy. My bad. This shit ain't even about P. Diddy. This shit's about Biggie and Pac. In this movie, there is 100%, in my mind, proof that P. Diddy arranged to have Tupac murdered, and maybe even had Biggie murdered as well. It seems like people very close to Diddy and worked with Diddy, did the accounting for Bad Boy, think that he may have had Biggie done in as well. And that's so fucking crazy to me, guys. It's so fucking crazy because I remember being a teenager, like being a young motherfucker. I mean, I was like fucking 12, like 12 or 13, 11 or 12 or something when Biggie died and I'll Be Missing You fucking came out. I'll Be Missing You is like Puff Daddy's first big song, and it's about Biggie dying. He made his whole coming out party as a solo artist is off of the death of his friend. And even as a kid, even as a 12, 13-year-old, I thought that shit was weird. I thought that shit was odd. And I was like, this is a little weird that he's like making his whole career about his friend's death. It's a little weird. Did he have him killed? We used to make jokes about it. We used to play, me and my homie DJ, we used to play WWF, which one was it? WrestleMania 2000, I think. We used to make Biggie and Tupac and Puffy and make them all wrestle, and we'd have all these ridiculous storylines of like Biggie's wrestling Puffy because he attempted to have him killed and shit like that, you know? I never thought that it was real, though. I never thought it was really real that he may have had Biggie killed to further his own career. Biggie didn't want to go to L.A. Biggie really didn't want to go to L.A. After Biggie died, you know the big funeral in Brooklyn that they did? You've seen clips of it if you follow hip-hop at all. You know the big funeral through Brooklyn? Diddy charged that to the Biggie account, to the Biggie estate. So Biggie's family had to pay for that elaborate funeral where they shut down Brooklyn and drove his hearse through Brooklyn. Biggie's family had to pay for that. Oh, there's so much crazy stuff in that documentary. Check it out. It's one of the best movies of the year. I don't even know if I can call it a movie. It's on my. I'll go ahead and spoil this. It's on my best movies of the year list. By the way, top 17 movies of 2025 coming soon. I have written the list today. If something comes out and changes my list, it's gonna switch up. But it's pretty much finalized. Top 17 albums of the year list, which is going to be a bit of a cheat because I'm going to have multiple spots on some of those spots there. But that's pretty much finalized as well. Some of the spots might change on that where they land, but I think I have the all 17 of the projects and then some. I got some honorable mentions to do. I'm going to do 2 videos of that. Maybe not until the year's actually over because I'm going to give the whole year a chance to actually marinate just in case, you know, fuck, man, what if December 31st someone drops a fire-ass fucking album, you know? What if I see a movie New Year's Eve? What if I see a movie New Year's Eve and I'm like, fuck, man, that needs to go on the list. You never know. But yeah, I'm trying to do those videos this year. I've been wanting to do both of those gimmicks for a few years now. I've even made lists for a few of these. I never did my movie one last year. I really wanted to do my movie one last year. I never did it. So I'm going to try to do that this year. I'm trying to get more on my video grind shit for you guys. Trying to get more on my P's and Q's, if you will. Trying to dot my T's and cross my I's. Speaking of T's and I's, you guys know where we're going? It's a pretty good fucking segue if I don't suck my own dick too much. T.I. has been faced with allegations. That's right. Hat fishing allegations. Do you guys know what hat fishing is? I didn't. I didn't until I saw this video. Hopefully it loads. Such an anticlimactic build up if this does not load. Oh, hold on. No. Get out of here. Wants me to log in. I'm not doing it. All right. Oh, I got to change this. Hold on, guys. And gals. Instagram. That's right, folks. It's sad to see. You hate to see it. It seems T.I. may have been hat fishing. That's right. At a recent concert, T.I. was caught with his bucket hat off. And it seems he may have been hat fishing. Video evidence. He may have been hat fishing for many, many a moon. What do you think? Hat fishing or not? I'm putting the hat back on to continue to rock. I don't know. Think that's hat fishing. Yes. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about that, you guys. Quentin Tarantino recently dropped his own movie list. Talking about my movie list. Quentin Tarantino dropped a movie list of his best films of, the 2000s or some shit. And while doing so, I don't even know what show he was on to talk this shit, but he shat all over poor Paul Dano. Paul Dano, who was in, There Will Be Blood. Quentin said There Will Be Blood would have been his #1 movie on that list if it weren't for Paul Dano's shitty acting. And boy, he really threw poor Paul Dano under the bus. Going a lot lesser reported is him throwing Matthew Lillard under the bus as well, talking shit about poor Matthew Lillard's acting. By the way, let me just say, both Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard are excellent actors. Like, what's Quentin's problem, man? Like, they like subjective. I feel like subjectively, maybe you could say you don't like their acting, but I think almost objectively they are great actors. I think like that motherfucker Matthew Lillard played motherfucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That's not easy. That's not easy to pull off and really fucking nail it. I mean, come on. And Paul Dano's great, man. Maybe he does slightly the same thing in a lot of movies, but come on, that's just so fucking whack. I've been do-rag fishing for all year. It's a better cover than the hair transplants. You don't got the budget to go to Turkey, but you do got the budget for the do-rag. He realistically has 3 good movies. Tarantino? What are your 3 good movies? Are we talking about the actors or Tarantino? Who are we talking about? Sheer Pilot? I thought that was Sean Pilot. Sean Pilot, who are we talking about? Yeah, Bob's death scene in CL Punk. Good pull. Even the end promo of SLC Punk is fantastic. Scream. Come on, man. The the fucking line about I think you went too deep, man. I'm bleeding out here. Like, that fucking shit's so good. Yeah, Lillard is rumored for the new Scream. I've heard that too. Yeah, he's goated, bro. Oh, we're saying Lillard only has 3 good movies. You might be right. No, he's definitely got other good movies. I can't think of one off the top of the dome, but he's got other good movies, right? Someone in the chat name another good Lillard movie. Do I have to look up Lillard's discography, filmography? Let's look up old Matthew Lillard's. Here we go. Yeah, he's straight up. It says he's in Scream 7. Come on, Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. You don't like Five Nights at Freddy's? Hackers, bro. Come on now. Oh wait, let me show. Come on, these aren't good for you. 13 Ghosts, bro. 13 Ghosts sucks. I hate that movie. Oh, Serial Mom. Fuck you. I found one. Serial Mom is excellent. Haha. Suck my nuts, bitch. Serial Mom. There might be no other ones. There might only be 4 here, but look at all the Scooby-Doo sequels. You don't like those? Senseless? You're not a fan of Senseless? All right, we might be up to 4 and 4 only. Boy, he did all that vocal work on Scooby-Doo. You don't like Animal Room, bro? All right, so we got 4 movies. But I found a 4th one, goddammit. And I know some people really like Hackers. By the way, Serial Mom's the best movie on that list, I think. Serial Mom's the best movie on that list. If you've never seen Serial Mom, do yourself a fucking favor. That's the best John Waters movie. That is the best John Waters movie, hands down. That is such a good movie. Go watch Serial Mom. That movie fucking fucks. That's such a good movie. 4 is more than 3. That is right. Correct on the math. Nailed it. Jelly Roll was recently on Joe Rogan crying about getting inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. Nothing cringe about that. No, shouts out to Jelly Roll for real, though. I know that's a dream. That's a dream of his, and that's, I don't give a fuck about the Grand Ole Opry, and I might think it's corny as fuck to cry on Joe Rogan about getting inducted into it, but hey, it's his dream. He accomplished a dream. That's dope as fuck. I mean, who cares what I think? But it's corny. The other about I think this was on the same. I think it was on the same interview. Jelly Roll says because of all the weight he's lost, he's skinny Jelly Roll now. Someone said he's Jam Roll. Jelly Roll is Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll says he is so ridiculous to me. Didn't Logan Paul do this? Jelly Roll says he can see color for the first time in 20 years because of all the weight that he's lost. Didn't Logan Paul do that gimmick? Isn't that a Logan Paul gimmick from like 15, 20 years ago? That shit's crazy. Shouts out to Jelly Roll, though. Another fantastic example of the Juggalo escalator. Tech 9 being the OG of the Juggalo escalator. But Jelly Roll's the greatest example of the Juggalo escalator, no? Right? Jelly Roll, he said he sees colors now. His whole world was what's that movie? Pleasantville. Jelly Roll was living in Pleasantville, y'all. And now it's the end of Pleasantville and the color came in, guys. That was Jelly Roll's world, dog. But yeah, he got skinny and you can see colors now. So all you fat fucks out there, lose weight and you can see more colors. Sorry. That joke was really insensitive. I'll take that. I'm taking that one back. We're going to take that one back. Let's see. I got other movies to talk about. A$AP Rocky, not A$AP Rock. A$AP Rocky and Tim Burton, weird, right? Have a movie coming out called Don't Be Dumb. I think coming out in 2026 from what it looks like. Spielberg has this movie Disclosure Day, which we've already talked about. There's a trailer for that out now. Supergirl movie coming out. I haven't even seen the trailer for that. I'll probably end up seeing that, but I don't know. Superman was excellent. I don't know if Supergirl is going to be as good, but I'll give it a shot. Very excited about this movie that just dropped a trailer earlier today. There's a great TV show that used to be on Vice called Nirvana the Band the Show. Go watch it on Internet Archive. You can watch it for free on Internet Archive. All the episodes are up there because it's not on streaming anywhere, and they've never released a DVD set of it officially. I think it's on some streaming services in Canada because it is a Canadian-produced product, but it's not really freely available to Americans. But there's a movie version of Nirvana the Band, the show called Nirvana the Band, the movie, coming out next year, February 13th. Very hyped for that. Go check out Nirvana the Band, the show. It's really funny. Basically, Nirvana the Band, the show, just to give you a quick premise of what I'm even talking about, is about two friends, who want to start a band. They don't really have a band. The name of their band is Nirvana with 2 N's, and they want to get booked at the venue across the street from them called the Rivoli, which is a pretty legendary venue in Toronto. So they're trying to get booked at the Rivoli, and every episode is basically a ridiculous scheme to get themselves booked at a show at the Rivoli. And it's super funny. It's super weird. Lots of weird pop culture references and stuff. If you like Clerks, if you like Borat, if you like Eric Andre's show, it's some weird combination of all of these things. Check it out. It's really fresh. And they have a movie coming next year. Artie Lang has resurfaced. I thought this wasn't even real. I thought this was yet another rumor about Artie, but it seems to be real. Let me see. There's a video of it that I have paused of the photo. We have a photo of Artie. We haven't seen Artie in so long, man. Apparently he has his nose fixed. I'm going to try to zoom in so we can peep this nose. Oops. All right, let's peep this nose. It's a little fucking low red. It does look better, though. He just looks odd, though, nowadays. He doesn't look like himself. Oh, started playing advertisement. Yeah, he just kind of doesn't look like himself. But yeah, Artie has surfaced at, what was it? A friend's party? Let's see. Stress Factory. Oh, no, that's an old photo. Oh, wait, here. Oop. Not Kev again. Yeah, you can see that version better. You know what looks a lot better? It definitely doesn't look all punched in and shit. He don't look like himself, though. I was saying to M, if I were to see him, and I've seen so much Stern fucking material, if I were to see him, I don't think I would recognize him. But yeah, shouts out to Artie. It seems like he's doing good. He's sober. He's living a private life these days, not doing stand-up. Good for Artie, man. That Dark Side of the Comedy episode about Artie is so bizarre because they treat him like he's dead, and dude's still with us. It's very bizarre. Tech 9 video. Shit, I didn't even put the thing in here. I guess I can talk about the Tech 9 video a little bit. I should have done a live right after I posted it. I mean, I've been talking to you guys about that Tech 9 video for fucking 6 months over here, so I don't really have any other things to say about it. Except for I could have gone harder. I could have gone way harder in that video. I pulled myself back. I could have made fun of Tech. A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's really going hard. He clearly has a vendetta against Tech 9 for some reason." No, not really. I actually really like Tech 9. I'm a huge fan of Angelic and Absolute Power. Those are huge albums for me. In fact, I straight up, being a juggalo in this area, I put on mad people, friends, and like my whole high school damn near onto absolute power. No bullshit. You can ask some of my friends back in the day. I was putting motherfuckers on Tech 9 in my high school. And I got Tech 9 over in my area in Vermont, in a fucking small ass fucking town in Vermont where people were not bumping Tech 9 like that. And yeah, we definitely got Tech 9 over in like my area. So yeah, I like Tech 9. It's just incredibly disappointing and kind of sad, really, to see dude like not want to give props to Juggalos and to just say like, yeah, man, they were really inspiring. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say, bro. But he refuses to do that. He refuses to even admit that there was any inspiration there. He has to be his own man, and whatever. It is what it is, I guess. And it just, as a Juggalo, it's disappointing to me. And to me, Tech 9 is the tech book example of the Juggalo escalator. He does give them some respect, but it's always like some laughy ha-ha shit too, though, you know? It's always like Juggalos are the and I get it, we're the fucking punchline and shit. I just wish he would stick up for them a little bit more. I wish he would be a little bit more honest about where his inspiration came from to start Strange. I mean, you can say No Limit Soldier, you can say No Limit Soldier shit all day. You read that No Limit book. ICP said they read that No Limit book too, dog. I mean, that's where they got their blueprint from. So at the very least, you got your blueprint from the same fucking place that ICP got their blueprint from. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Shit's weird to me. I feel like even Jay probably told him that. Purely speculation. I don't really know that for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if on tour with ICP, he's like, yeah, you should look at this book. That's how we fucking built Psycho. I mean, it's not like he's fucking shy with this kind of stuff. Jay will freely give advice, knowledge. It's not like he's shy with that kind of shit. It's just strange to me. I don't know. There was a new Reddit UFO whistleblower. I don't even know if this is worth reporting on because I'm pretty sure it's bullshit. I ain't gonna talk about that. Some fucking Juggalo YouTuber was talking shit about me again, but I ain't even gonna talk about that. And it happens all the time. I did do JCW Lunacy 59. JCW Lunacy episodes 60 and 61 are out now. 62 is tomorrow, I believe. Lunacy every Thursday on YouTube. Check back in shortly. I hope to have Lunacy episode 60 recap up tomorrow or the next day. And then hopefully very quickly after have 61. And then the idea is to hopefully have 62 out before 63 drops. Does that drop on Christmas? Yeah, right? Yo, we get a Lunacy episode Christmas Day. Yeah, we get a Christmas time Lunacy. That's interesting. I wonder if does the Hallowicked Lunacy drop on Christmas? That'll be kind of fucking fresh. I wonder if they timed that out to have the Halloween or the Hallowicked episode drop on goddamn Christmas. That would be kind of dope. Probably not though, because they're trying to get all the way into January, right? Because they only have stuff. Well, I guess they have. No, they have the other free show. They have the free show, and then, oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to get the flyer for the free show. Hold on. Shots out to Fago Lovers. Fago Lovers has it up. I'm just go to Fago Lovers real quick. There we go. Free show. Free JCW show. Shouts out to Fago Lovers having it up. All right. Yeah, free show December 21st at Harpo's. Bring canned goods. There's a gimmick where if you bring canned goods to this show, you get early entry and you get to see a whole ass wrestling match. The Kerry Morton Open Invitational Steel Cage match. You get to see a whole fucking steel cage match where Kerry Morton's likely to get his ass beat inside a steel cage. So bring some canned goods, donate to a good cause, and get into the show early. A whole match early. Definitely worth doing. All right, we got to wrap up the show because Strange Suspicion going to go live here in less than a half hour with their new video. My homie Will Gates, my odd son, Will Gates has 2 new projects today. I think 3 technically. Now, don't you have like another project that's exclusive if you buy the CDs from trashboyentertainment.com? I think you do. Billy Make It Happen, produced all by Devereaux, and I Need My Organs Replaced, produced entirely by Shaggy the Aerith Head. Both out today. Go give my homie Will some love, man. Yeah, Ouija, confirmed resident of Iowa. He is seeking baddies to work his farm, it seems. And he also posted in his stories, no more dudes. No more dudes hit him up. Because apparently a lot of dudes think they're baddies and they're in his DMs trying to work his farm. Pause. Oh, yeah, before we get too into Ouija stuff, I had other Juggalo music stuff to talk about, don't I? Yeah, we didn't even talk about Esham's new album, The Golden Age. Excellent album. I do have to say, I think a couple of times, a couple of hooks, those singing parts, right? Is that AI? Is there an AI singer on those singing parts? Other than that, I really like the album. I think the Golden Age is going to be very high on my top albums list, I would say. Definitely Golden Age is top 5 of the year. Albums for me. Golden Age is excellent. I think the favorite song for me on Golden Age, I want to get it right. It's the All My Friends Are Dead song. Where he flips the metaphor of the money, the dead presidents. That shit's fire. That shit reminds me of some, I don't even know. That shit's fucking clever. Oh, CEO Killer is also fucking dope, wicked shit. Narcissist was excellent as well. AMFD. That's probably the best song on the album for me. AMFD. Great fucking project, man. Holy shit. I know a lot of people were talking about the AI aspect of this music videos, because he dropped like a music video album with the whole project, and they're all AI music videos. I don't even really give a fuck about that because I just feel like they're visualizers or something. I don't even really give a fuck about that. Other than the fact that, using AI as a resource is now becoming you're actually polluting the planet. If you use, I don't know if you guys realize this. I need to make a whole video about AI, man, because I don't think people realize the damage that AI is doing to the planet. You're actually like polluting water. You're dirtying the water every time you use it. Like, these AI facilities are really bad for the environment, man. The other thing is it's causing like CPU and GPU. I think it's CPU and GPU prices to go through the roof. If you're pretty soon, and I don't think people realize how serious this is because it's already happening. But pretty soon you're not gonna be able to have a very powerful computer for cheap. Powerful computers are going to go way up. I mean, hey, I'm just saying, think about that stuff if you're using AI, man. You might be part of the problem. That's all I'm saying. And I know it's very tempting to use. I understand. I get it. A lot of you in the chat use it. I know a lot of you in the chat use it, but I'm just saying, think about it before you do use it, because it's depressing. It's a tremendous detriment to creativity, to the planet. It's not good, man. Yeah, sucking up the RAM. I've seen people saying some crazy shit. I don't even know how this would work. Can't Spells, is it true? Yeah, see, Can't Spells is my computer expert, my Humble Among official computer expert. Is it true there's some weird theory about having I don't even understand this, having your RAM over a server somehow? Is that true? I feel like that's some wild conspiracy theory shit that don't even make sense to me. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's definitely not good. It's definitely not good. But yeah, Isham's album is great. Isham's album is great, regardless of the AI singing and the AI videos used to promote it and shit. Wacko has a new song called Swing the Hatchet that I thought was pretty cool. I think used AI in the video as well, but I thought it was pretty good. I think Wacko is improving as a rapper. I think Wacko's main problem right now for me as a listener is he sounded a little too stiff on the mic. He sounded a little too wooden on the mic, like he wasn't comfortable necessarily on the mic. I think he's starting to sound a lot more comfortable on the mic, especially with this Swing the Hatchet song. I thought this is probably the most comfortable I've heard him sound on the mic. And it's not like dude is like new to rapping. I'm not trying to insinuate. I know for a fact he's not new to rapping. I'm just saying from my perspective, he is sounding like he's really getting into his bag. I mean that as a compliment, all right? People like to take my words and twist them. Bridget Bites has a new EP produced entirely by Apollon, the homie Apollon, I believe, called Peppermint. The Peppermint EP, that came out a few days ago. Loki from the Hooligans just dropped a project that I think it was Odious told me Loki fucking spits fire. I haven't personally checked it out myself, but I wanted to promote the Hooligans. Those are the homies. I don't know what the deal is with their movie. I think they have a little gathering movie that they are editing right now that is coming out. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Apollon, I believe, produced the whole project. Is a Def, can you say that I'm live streaming Gods of Chaos Saturday Insane Clown Posse on YouTube? There you go, bro. Powell is a Def. I think you said that on the Shaggy Show too, but I'll say it again. Is a Def, at Powell Zadef is live streaming Gods of Chaos Saturday Insane Clown Posse on YouTube. That is this Saturday. Good segue, by the way. Let's go into shows a little bit. Juggalo Ohio 4 is coming up next year. Hopefully I'm able to make it. Ask for me to perform at Juggalo Ohio 4 if you give a fuck. If you have 2-day tickets, I don't care, whatever. Big Ballas this Friday will be at the Rave in Wisconsin. I know the homie Will. The Mask Maker will be in the house, and also known as Goodwill, often around these parts. Shouts out to quote-unquote bad Will. Like Will Gates is so bad. December 19th at the Rave, though, this Friday, Insane Clown Posse, Ouija Mac, Wacko the Kid, Shaggy the Airhead, Pull Up, also JCW Live Wrestling. So there's another, so let's see, they'll have an opportunity to tape at least a couple episodes of Lunacy there. The free show that is what? Because they have this show, then the Gods of Chaos, the next night. Lunacy will not be taped here. By the way, Shaggy, I think this was yesterday on the Shaggy Show, confirmed. This is juicy, y'all. I've seen no one talk about this. And I was going to make a video, but I decided to do a live today about this. Hopefully I have time to make a quick one. Hopefully I have time to make a quick one tomorrow about this, all right? This is fucking interesting. Is a Def, you have to stream this part, by the way. Is a Def. You have to stream this part. Make sure you're streaming the end into Gucci Mane, because apparently Gucci Mane asked the Insane Clown Posse directly, it seemed like, if he could, very nice, basically, if he could close the show, because the plan was have Insane Clown Posse close the show. Gucci Mane wants to go on after the Insane Clown Posse, and this is a Fago show, by the way. So Gucci Mane is going, think about this. This is going to be a legendary Insane Clown Posse moment. Someone better be filming this. I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there to document this, because this is going to be a legendary Insane Clown Posse moment. Mark my words. I don't know how that's going to work. The stage is going to be ruined. Yeah, you got, if anyone's been to an Insane Clown Posse show in the chat, and I know many of you in the chat have been to Insane Clown Posse shows, probably almost everyone, you already know what that shit looks like after they're done. How does anyone perform on that afterwards? I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I really fucking wish I could be there for that, man. But yeah, killer lineup. Tommy just said killer lineup. Gucci Mane, Insane Clown Posse, Harm's Way, Trash Talk, Haywire 617, and Kent Osborne. I saw some people say Kingpin Skinny Pimp got added to this. I have not seen that promoted anywhere else, though, so I don't know if that's true. I said that a couple of times on here, so I think it's worth clarifying. I do not know if that's true, actually, because I've not seen that anywhere. There's gonna be sliding all over. How does he fucking rap? How does he fucking rap with the fucking Fago all over the floor? Anyway, I can't wait. Someone get fucking great fit. Please, someone get good video footage of this. I've got to see this shit. Oh my God. Anyway, let's see. Also on the Shaggy Show, the Ouija EP is chugging along. It seems like they're turning it into an LP. They have like 6 songs. Shaggy insinuated that he might be recording some solo music soon. Let's see. Holy shit, I have not talked about this shit in a while. Talked about ICP on Are You Garbage? Let's see if we have any more images. There's a couple more. Oh yeah, Carnival of Chaos tour. This is the tour that Jay talked about back in October when he talked to Detroit Free Press, Detroit Metro, one of the two. I think it was Detroit Metro. He talked to them about doing this. I think they were calling it Psychopathics All-Stars, Psychopathic Presents All-Stars or some shit. They've changed the gimmick to the Carnival of Chaos tour. Wacko the Kid, Green Jelly, Ouija Mac, hosted by Violent J. I don't know if he's probably going to rap a couple of songs, but I wouldn't expect a whole Violent J set. But this seems to be just an excuse to get JCW Lunacy on the road as well. What do we got? Denver, Colorado, Albuquerque, Farmington, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, Tucson. So a little. Oh, and some more dates. I didn't even see the other side. Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas. I think Frankie is at the Las Vegas show. I could be wrong. Salt Lake City, Utah, Boise, Idaho, and Reno, Nevada. Going throughout the second half of January, the 17th through the 26th. Those are daily shows, right? Yeah, look at that. They don't have a day off. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. No days off. Is that pretty? That's pretty intense tour schedule. Not have a day off at all. Yeah. So go check that out. I think there's one more slide here. 2 more slides. Oh goddamn! Of course, Juggalo Weekend was announced. Not in Orlando. I know some people are a little bit upset about that because the Orlando thing was a big draw. Being able to go to some of the theme parks. Miami is like a hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Orlando, so little bit of a difference, But February 27th and 28th in Miami, Florida, they announced the venue is called Factory Town, and that tickets will be going on sale this Friday. So Juggalo Weekend was announced after Shaggy was harassed a couple of times on the Shaggy Show to get it, and then, a message retrack. Trevor, what'd you say? What'd you say that you got embarrassed over, dog? I didn't even see it. Did you insult me? Did you insult me and then you felt bad about it? Never been to Miami. Did you say you had been to Miami and you had to get rid of that? You're like, shit, I just said I went to Miami. I've never been. Retract message. Was that what happened? Nedengarden? Oh, you wrote Nedengarden? Oh, you wrote Nedengarden. He felt embarrassed about it. Oh well. It's not that embarrassing, bro. I think I just burned my fucking lip. All right. We got like... we got like 10 minutes. Got like 10 minutes until Strange Suspicion premieres their super top secret mysterious JCW video over on their channel. I'm going to talk a little bit bullshit until, I don't know, like a minute or two before that or something and send you guys over there. What happened to Deck One Delt? I don't know what happened to Deck One Delt. I saw Keezy did a solo stream. Yeah, and they haven't done a stream since. Shouts out to Deck Wendell. I don't know if they like me. I pieced it up with them at the gathering, though. I went over and introduced myself and said, hey, we're all juggalos. We should just be juggalos and not be all looking at each other all shitty and just have a good time and blah, 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 blah. So I hope those guys are doing okay. Trailer Park. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Trailer Park, I did my Kevin Nash impression. Did you ask him about June? Yes, I did, Will. Towards the beginning of the show. I'll say it again. If you are a juggalo in the United States of America and you know somebody or you yourself have access to a venue, a juggalo-friendly venue, God damn it, a juggalo-friendly venue in America, hit me or Will up. We're trying to see if we can do something in June tour-wise. We want to play juggalo-friendly places. So, yeah, hit us up. If you have a spot anywhere in America, we're trying to see if we can do something. We're trying to see something. We're trying to do something. So I missed the best part. I tried to bring back the old. You know, people have been saying the old humble among. They miss the old humble among. They don't like the cold humble among, you know. They want the old humble among. So I brought back the big sexy impression. You see, the thing is like, I don't get why people miss the old humble among. I'm old as fuck, dog. I'm so old. I get older every day. I don't know how can you miss me when I just keep getting older? It doesn't make sense to me. Logically, it does not make sense. Hair flip. JCW game for Xbox. Someone asked about that. Ooh, a super chat. $5 super chat from LHRPG. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. Thank you, bro. I've been going through some shit lately, and your videos and your music have helped me get through it. Thank you, bro. That's an honor. That's an honor. I appreciate that. Shouts out to LHRPG. Hey, things will look up, bro, no matter what's going on. Tired of sidewalks. The OG move, what was it, like the 4 moves of doom? Cena has the 5 moves of doom. Fucking Nash has the 4 moves of doom, and one of them is hair flip. Nash is the best. Nash is the best. We need to get Kevin Nash in motherfucking JCW, bro. Oh. Did I just think of one of them? So on RVD, the RVD podcast that happened recently, they tease towards the end that they're getting legends back that you don't normally see on the indie circuit. People who haven't done shit in a while. People that they had to call and convince to do shit. Bro, if they got fucking Nash to come back, ooh, that would be big, right? If Russo got Nash to come and do an angle, that would be big. That would definitely make wrestling news. They would have no choice but talk about that shit. Did I just think of one of them? I wonder if I thought of one of them. They said that I think they were insinuating there's a couple. Lance Storm is one of them. Lance would be interesting. Lance is definitely someone you don't usually see on the indies like that. He wouldn't take a bump, but maybe he would, he would be hilarious doing some promo, man. Just hopefully you don't tear those quads walking to the ring, bro. Just have him do backstages sitting down. Just have him do backstages sitting down on the couch with Vito or something, you know? Lance might take bumps. Lance is probably still in good shape. Fuck, man. That'll be interesting. Yo, bring back JWO? Oh, shit. That might be what they do, bro. Bro? I'm saying bro too much. Humble, I'm coming to Vermont. You better not. You better not come to this state. Is that why they're doing the JCW highlights of old matches? I think they're doing that just to bring attention to their history. Because they've, I don't think people realize how long JCW has been going on. I think a lot of people don't even realize it's like been going on for fucking 25 years or whatever the fuck. Like, I think that's the reason they do that, is to show you some of the dope shit that they've had happen in this promotion. Because the one that they showed on 59 that I covered had the Young Bucks in it. So I think the purpose of that was to show you guys, like, hey, look, we had the fucking Young Bucks. We had the fucking Bucks in a match. Isn't that crazy? Which, you know, it is crazy. They should show, I don't know if they've shown it already, because they might have shown it on another episode, but if they haven't shown it, they should show definitely Kevin Steen in El Generico matches that I know they have under the JCW roster, because they have at least a couple of Kevin Steen Generico matches. Joe, thank you, Joe, for the $10, the $9.99 super chat, bro. I don't know shit about wrestling. Not enough kissing for me. Love you, Emily, and love to my family. Whoop whoop. Shouts out to Joe. Love you, dog. Sorry we couldn't get together for the holidays recently, but you already know. You already know the vibes. ICP needs to be careful with Russo trashing Triple H like that if they want to get in the Hall of Fame. They are petty like that. I feel like 2026. I don't even know if they really care about the Hall of Fame. Well, they say they do, but I think Jay cares more about getting over with JCW than he does the Hall of Fame. I feel like 2026 could be their year to get in, but Russo might kill that. Or it could bring attention to it and remind the motherfuckers. I don't know. Ken Anderson is going to be on the next JCW tour. Oh, yeah, it's on the, I think that's on the free show flyer. I think he might be at the free show. All right, we got to wrap this up because Strange Suspicion about to go live with a very special JCW video that Weird Bob has been working on for quite some time from what I understand. I don't know what it is. It's very mysterious. So go to Strange Suspicion now and go watch that. I'm going to get off of here. Thank you guys for watching. We just did just about 2 hours. Not bad. I'll try to do something streaming-wise before Christmas or on Christmas. Maybe we'll do a Christmas Eve stream. Does that sound nice? We'll either do a Christmas day. Maybe we'll do a Christmas morning stream. You wanna open presents together, guys? That sounds very juvenile, and I like it. All right, we might open presents together on Christmas Day. All right, I love you guys. Whoop whoop. Go to Strange Suspicion now. Premiere in like 2 minutes. Bye. Juggalo Reddit is full of commies and glowies. Bye. End broadcast.